Hello, everyone, and welcome to this live stream to the monthly reviews where we talk about how it's been this month as filmmakers. My name is Morten, and today I have with me my colleague Anders, as always. How has your month been, Anders?
My month has been great, and finally we were able to do the project I've been thinking about for 2 years. If you have seen the new vlog, you know what I mean. Ice block, ice cube project.
You started talking about it a little bit too late a few winters, so it was already like too late. But now this winter, we were still late, but this year we managed to do it.
I will not spoil how it went because we're making a whole video about just that. But yeah, it's been things are we're getting more projects now, so that's looking good.
Yeah, for sure. We had a really slow start to the year, and now it's picking up a bit. But February was still a little bit slow, I would say. So if you saw the vlog, you saw that we tried to do stuff a little bit bigger than what they were supposed to be, maybe.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit of what we wanted to talk about today. How you can make those projects a little bit bigger in order to develop yourself.
Yeah, you will develop a lot as a filmmaker if you just go for it and try to not be afraid of doing it a bit bigger than you are comfortable of, almost. Just go for it. We have rarely regretted that, but we'll come back to that.
Yeah. And then we wanted to talk a bit about DaVinci Resolve. It's been, It's been 3 years since we switched. So we want to give in a little bit of an update on that journey. And you want to talk about some equipment?
Yeah, like I think nowadays it's very common you have like YouTube channels like ourselves talking about new products or showing it, but that's maybe after using it for a month. So what kind of gear have we been using for many years and that we still use and that is still working? Because that's an important thing, like how long does equipment last? So we're going to show some of the equipment that I'm really happy with that we still use.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky being YouTubers and sponsored in that way because it's impossible to test.
Yes.
In the long run.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then we want to talk a bit about the vlog and how it's been filming it for the past month. Yeah. So yeah, let's get started with our first topic. And of course, ask your questions in the comments and we'll
ask questions. And that's why we're here, for you guys. And hopefully the sound is better this time. We figured out what was the problem.
We didn't figure out. I think we just unplugged and plugged in.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, there was a bug, so hopefully it's better now.
It's cool to see all you guys in the comments here.
Yeah, we already got one comment before we started from John.
Yeah, that's possible to ask questions before we even start a live stream. So next time you can come early and ask the questions.
It's a bigger chance that you will get your questions answered.
Yeah.
So John was asking if we would ever consider shooting on film.
Yeah. I think I don't like I know it could be interesting. I don't have the necessity or what does it call it to do it. But I know you have been interested in doing it, right? Shooting film.
I am really fond of the film look, and I still think that film emulation is just not there yet. Like it doesn't really look like film. You can really see the difference.
Yeah.
I don't go to bed every night thinking, oh, I love to shoot film. But I saw Team 2 Films, which makes really good videos on DaVinci Resolve and Blackmagic stuff. They made a whole episode on how it is to shoot film nowadays and the prices and everything. And of course it's expensive, but it's not like outrageous. So it would be really fun shooting it. And I would love to experience the kind of how it feels to be on a set with a film camera, because I think that's very different than with digital, where you can just, you know, like where you have this one moment where you have to concentrate on, you only have this shot, and it's, I don't think it fits well with your style of directing.
I'm really running gun, and I know that when you're shooting on film, you have to really plan. Of course, fun of that as well, like less shots, more think more about what's happening in front of the camera. And yeah, it's but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna shoot film. Maybe I'll try it once, but it's not like I need to do it.
Yeah. No, so the first talking point today was last month we had a slow month, and we did a few things to try to make it better. Like we did a lot of like marketing. We worked on show reels. We tried to sell in a way. But this month we had a little bit of a different approach.
Yeah, we had a couple of projects that we thought would be really fun to just maximize. Even though the budget was not like that we could make a Hollywood production out of it, we still wanted to push it as far as we could, because we thought this is the opportunity to really make something cool. And this was for a couple of projects at least we had. The first one was the concert, the calendar concert.
Yeah, so our job was just to have 4 photographers and shoot it as best as we could. But we thought, hey, we have our apprentice Futlan, which is a really cool guy, and we suggested that he could be like a live director, which we haven't done before. And it would be cool to try something completely new in order to know, okay, if we get bigger productions later, which require this, we know the infrastructure, we know how it will work, we know, we've done it before, so we would feel more self-confident, and we can, with confidence, say to the client, yes, we know how to do this, we did it before.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of problem solving in that project.
Yeah, and I think, like, let's say, of course, it's a bit risky, and it's sometimes a bit dumb to rely on something that you don't know is going to work. So let's say that the monitoring did not work, like, or Futlan couldn't help us out. We still did the job we were supposed to do, filming from 4 cameras. So it was just adding something more to learn more and develop and understanding, as you say, what we can do next time and what works. So yeah, it's
I think, skills and knowledge is like just the most important thing as a filmmaker. It's just, well, you have two aspects to it. You have the artistic side and that artistic vision, which is of course super important. But then also you have the technical knowledge, which can, especially for things like that, be very, it's a make or break if you can actually do those projects. So developing your knowledge and educate yourself, it's just like so important. And that's something I always have a lot of focus on for myself and for the rest of the team, that we need to improve. We can't, if we're standing still, we're not going anywhere. Yeah,
and try new stuff. We said it so many times on this channel. Try new stuff, like things you haven't done before, because suddenly you see new things you like to do, and suddenly you're more interested in this. Let's say sound recording, sound design, or making props, who knows? And when the more you learn about the whole, all the aspects of film production, it's easier to also produce stuff, because you know which part are important for the specific project. And this can lead us to the next project, the Ice Cube thing, because that was also something we'd never done before. Creating like a live, I don't know, what should we call it? Like a music video?
Yeah, but it became more of a concert show, basically, a live show. It was not live. We did a lot of recordings, but we programmed everything to be live.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen the vlog, the Ice Cube project was about lighting through ice cubes or ice blocks, big as, I don't know, ourselves, and having 27 of them around the DJ. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos of DJs playing sets. It's always cool to hear the music, feel the vibe. And the best way, I think, to really feel the vibe is through having visuals that match the music, and using lights and music together is very interesting, and especially lighting through ice. So we gathered a team, and we made this whole thing come to life through hard work and just asking people to join. We even have maybe you want to show some behind the scenes. I think we have some.
Yeah, for those of you that's not seen the vlog, it's just yeah, some of the shots we have from this. So this was a you know, it's all about collaboration and connecting with people that do something very differently from yourself, because this, you know, we were thinking of doing kind of it for ourselves at first, but I'm really glad we didn't.
Yeah, and as you say, Morten, in this this episode, that meeting people with other expertise who are very ambitious and very, how to say it, also want to involve within their expertise, and that they see, well, this sounds so cool, let's join, let's do the best we can to make this come to life together. And yeah, so you will see more of this very soon on the channel.
Yeah, so we're planning on releasing the behind the scenes of this. Of course, you saw a little bit in the vlog, but it's going to be a lot more in depth on how we did it in the next YouTube video, which is going to be more of a regular and next video, which is coming out next week.
That's true.
Hopefully, yeah.
So even though the vlog has a new style, which we like, and I'm glad to hear that you also guys like it, the more observing type of documentary. We are still making the traditional NX videos where I sit in front of the camera and talk to you guys. So that's the Ice Cube project.
Yeah.
I saw a question here. Yeah, you bring it up.
Yeah, at least I don't know if this was the one you talked about or thought about, but John is asking if he has any tips for doing like spec work, so making fake commercials for someone who did not hire you to make a commercial. So you go make a commercial for Nike or something like that.
Yeah.
So we don't do that really. What we did this month was maybe kind of the opposite. We took small projects that were maybe not that exciting and making them bigger.
Yeah.
And I think that's an even better way of doing it rather than just spec.
Yeah.
And we've done this a lot before as well. Like, especially you, Anders, you like to spice things up quite a bit.
Yeah. Sometimes we get clients who they come to us, and I just feel it in their mood, and that they are like, we know this is boring, but please can you help us? Mm-hmm. And yeah, maybe for them it's kind of a boring project, like a corporate video or something. But then that's just fun for us, because that means, okay, how can you make something that's seems boring and make it interesting? That's why we do this, or maybe not only why we do this, but just turning something that is seems boring and just doing something more with it. So
yeah, and it's something we call in Norway to du er din egen lykkesmed.
Yeah.
You are the maker of your own happiness, you know? And if you want to do fun projects, you have to make the projects you do fun.
That's true.
So even a commercial shoot or a corporate shoot, say, like maybe a boring interview, you can spice it up yourself and elevate your knowledge that way. If you have the time, like we did in February, we didn't have our calendar filled up with loads of shoots. So we took the small shoots and just made them bigger ourselves, even though the budget weren't there. But yeah.
And this is, it just shows the client that you want to do a little extra. It shows that you will have more fun, and they will get surprised on how you can turn something boring into something interesting, and they will most likely come back to you. So I think it's a good risk to take.
But Spidey Got Caught here has a good question. How do you balance making project bigger to develop yourself versus underselling your skills and lowering the expectations of what your work is really, what it really costs? Yeah, so you have to kind of make the expectations right with the client and say that this, so they don't expect you to put in this amount of work the next time as well.
Yeah.
So the next time, say if you have a $10,000 budget and you make it more of a $20,000 production, then if you're selling that into another client, you can't sell it in as a 10K budget. You have to sell it in, which we have done sometimes.
Yeah.
People have been asking like, hey, how much did that cost? And we had to say more because we put so much time
Yeah.
into it that it does make sense to say the actual price of it.
Yeah, I think it's fair sometimes if you are honest about you having some more like you are a little bit more available that week, so you can do it a little bit extra because you have time to do it, and then just you say that I want to spend a little bit more time on this because I want to make it even better, even though the budget is not there.
And I think for us, we've always had a good amount of things to do. We got loads of projects, but we always felt like these projects were too. We want bigger projects. We want to work on 1 or 2 big projects per month rather than 7 small ones.
Yeah.
So what we make this effort into showing that we can do these bigger productions, because at the end of the day, you can't just wait to get those. You can't expect the client to come and give you a big job of a big project if you don't show that you can do those kind of projects.
Yeah. Definitely. A lot of people ask like, what have you done? Can we show us? And I think also, I think it's really also, it feels good and knowing that we are just a small team, but we can still create a lot of stuff and also share it with you guys, just showing you guys, you can do it as well. Like we are not, we are still learning a lot, and there's so many things you can do. So maybe we can also show because speaking of big projects, because you have been learning Blender on your spare time.
Yeah.
Do you want to mention that one?
Yeah. So it's like I have gotten pretty decent at VFX and 3D work, but we didn't really have ways of showing that because people weren't coming to us asking for those kind of VFX projects. So, okay, how can I show people that I can do this? And of course, you can make spec commercials, which are nice, or you can take boring stuff and put VFX in them. So, for example, we have this shot, which was for just a VR headset educational tool for nurses.
Yeah.
And we could have made something really kind of boring for them, but we thought, hey, this is a great way to make this transition. You can see Anders here as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, just making this really cool VFX intro just elevated the project a lot, and it's something that we can show that we have done as a reference to other projects.
And of course, it's not just we make 3D because it's cool. There also should be a purpose. Like here, it was to understand how it is to go from a real location into the VR headset, and then suddenly your classroom turns into a hospital or something. So there's a reason why we use it, of course. But for the project, we really should use it to explain something. We try to use it, and that ended up in a tender we were part of, where we could. I think it was 7 other companies or something.
Yeah.
And you had a bold idea of creating almost like a Pixar animation series.
Yeah, because this is what we talked about in the first episode of our vlog, the Nurses Association project, which we are currently working on, which are educational videos for nurses. Again, completely different from the other one. I thought, hey, let's just make this really fun and try something crazy. So what let me see, this one. Yeah, so what we ended up doing was buying a motion capture suit and putting Anders in it, and he's playing all the different characters, and we're making basically a sitcom about this hospital.
Yeah,
where Anders is playing all the different characters.
Yeah, I'm playing the characters, the how to say it, the expressions and the movements, and then we're gonna hire, of course, voice actors to do the voice for each character. And then it's just fun to see how we can. Yeah, here's some of the test results.
Final shot, final render.
This is all my motion, all my movements. It's so fun to see. This is a very fun project. I'm happy. I'm I said I'm excited about every day we're shooting this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this could have been so boring.
This could have been super boring, but because you learn Blender, we now the technology has come far, so it's possible for us to buy mocap suits. There are a lot of tutorials on how to do it. We did, of course, some tests to make sure we were able to do it, but then it turned into a longer project that we can do use time on and have fun. There's a lot of questions here. That's really cool. Let's answer some of them.
Yeah. How do you manage your time for client as well as YouTube consistency? Do you compromise your client work for YouTube? Well, as you've seen, we are not very consistent on YouTube.
Well, now we are on the vlog.
Now we are. We're going to talk about that at the end of the show.
Yeah. We'll come back to that. And also there's another question about no future in YouTube. How much do you consider vlogs to be more of a marketing tool for use than a passion project? Well, let's come back to that as well in the end. Yeah. Thanks for the questions. Should we jump?
Rollo has asked this several times.
Hello, Rollo.
How you can start filmmaking? I don't know. I just started making videos and people liked it at my university.
Yeah.
You went to film school.
Yeah, no, but before that, we just borrowing my father's camera and just shoot stuff. So that's where you start. You just have to film something and
If you don't know where to start, probably film school is a good place. Like people talk negatively about film school, but the one thing it can give you is a lot of good contacts and
I think you will get a little bit of a epiphany at film school. Is it called epiphany? Yeah.
So should we jump to DaVinci Resolve?
Yeah, but just to conclude the first part, we do recommend you guys to just, if you have a passion project, especially if you feel a sparkle, when you have an idea, you feel a sparkle, there's a reason why you get that sparkle in you. There is something about a story you want to tell. Don't just get rid of it. Continue, write it down. And when you have the chance, bring that story back and try to make it and bring people, like ask people to join. People think it's really fun to do filmmaking. That's how we were able to do the ice cube thing. We asked people to join because we couldn't carve ice, we couldn't make the light, and we couldn't make the music. So, yeah. So, Morten, you were very interested in mentioning DaVinci Resolve in this episode because we have been using it for 3 years. And do we still use it? Do we still like it? I was negative to changing from Premiere because I've been using Premiere my whole life.
Yeah.
But
it's been 3 years now. So let's do a recap. The video we made on switching was, I think, a really cool video because I made it. I directed. Maria and I, where we made a lot of fun. But the conclusion was that we settled and everything was good. Anders, you edit probably more than me, but I have talked to our editing team as well to get their opinion on this. But Anders, after 3 years, what do you think?
Like, I don't even think about it. So that's how big it is a part of our daily lives now. It's just a natural part of the day. I don't even think about anything when I use it because it's there, it works, and it's become great for teamwork because we can just jump in. We can be several people in the same project, and for us as a production company, that's great.
Yeah, I think for us, it wouldn't be able to. We couldn't work with Premiere the way we do now. It would be completely impossible because I do not understand how people are still using Premiere.
But Premiere does probably have some benefits. I don't know what it is because I haven't used it for a while now. But we tried the teamwork thing in Premiere in the beginning, and it was really hard to understand. So the collaborative thing, but DaVinci was one of the things that made me really like it. Yeah. Well, you are using Fusion.
There was a question here. from Pepkas. He's asking if we use Fusion. Yeah, we only use Fusion now. Maybe we use After Effects from time. I haven't opened After Effects in
I
years.
think Matthias maybe used it for a couple of
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Matthias,
Tracking.
he doesn't use Fusion,
No.
but he doesn't do that much VFX anymore either, because I do most of it. I only use Fusion, so I was very negative to Fusion in the beginning, because I was kind of expecting it to be like After Effects, and I still stand by what I said, that Fusion is not really good at the things that After Effects is good at, and I still think it's too cumbersome for anything motion design, graphics, anything that has to do with keyframes. Have you seen the keyframes in Fusion? They're 1 pixel wide, and you have to like, it's really bad. But what it's good at is just compositing and like really advanced stuff.
Yep.
I love it when I do 3D stuff and I can break the layers into different render passes and combine everything in Fusion. It's amazing. So it's just about expectations, but I think what Fusion is really good at is maybe too complex. It should be better at the more basic things.
So if you don't know, Fusion is a part of DaVinci Resolve. So within DaVinci Resolve, you have Fusion, you have Fairlight, the sound editing page, and also Fusion for 3D stuff. So that's within DaVinci Resolve, just so you know. So yeah, we are happy with it. No negative things other than the key frame stuff and simple graphics.
In terms of Fusion, I think, yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
I talked to our editor, Emma, and she also was like, I have no complaints, except that it's crashing a lot, which is something that...
Is it still crashing? Is it still crashing for her?
Yeah. And for me too, like it was crashing before this live stream. I was doing VFX in Fusion, and it created a. I had to reset the Fusion composition because it was just like too buggy.
Yeah.
Or corrupt. So it's still crashing, and that's the one thing. And
but that's Fusion. That's when you do Fusion work, right?
No, she was talking about editing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is, I think for a lot of people, it works fine when you're one editor and you're working off an internal drive. But when you are 5 people working in the same project from the same NAS, and it's just doesn't always work.
Okay, I haven't experienced that.
Yeah.
So that's the advantage of DaVinci, is that it can work together. But maybe that's also sometimes what makes things crash. If you are too advanced timelines or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
And we are filming on a lot of different cameras. Like now in this live stream, because we have another team, Kim, Matthias, and Fotland, they're out shooting something else. So they have some of our cameras. So now we're actually using the C200, the Sony A1, and the EVA one, Panasonic EVA. They're 3 different cameras. And when you have 3 different codecs, 3 different cameras,
yeah, we spent loads of time before this to try to match the colors. We didn't quite succeed. But should we make a teaser that we're maybe...
Yeah, it's about time that we finally stick to at least using the same camera for several projects.
Yeah. We have the Blackmagic camera standing behind there as well, just filming behind the scenes. And we have Panasonic. We have everything. So it's time to kind of... make everything make one package of cameras that work together, because we're shooting a lot of multi-camera stuff, and when we have like 2 Sony cameras that we can use, but other than that it's all different.
And then we can also show you guys the quality over time with the camera, so you understand which camera we're using, and we can also say how we like it over time. And that brings us to the next one, the equipment. Morten,
just this on Fusion.
One question.
Remember to mention the green screen tool from Corridor that was released this week. Yeah, I saw the video. It was really cool. Corridor Digital. They made their own green screen tool, which was based on AI, or a neural network. So they thought they trained their model with their own CG stuff. So it's like an amazing green screen tool that we have to check out.
So you can install that into DaVinci?
No, it's not in DaVinci. It is completely. It's something you have to install.
We have Brenner Stefan. Hello, hello. We also have Moritz. I know Moritz. He's been a part of the next film workshop. Hello, Moritz. He says it's fun to color correct all the cams together, and I agree. It's fun to fine tune the colors and make them match, and like yes.
It's fun in post production. It can be okay.
Yeah.
But when we're doing this, we have to color correct in camera, which is like where you have like saturation and exposure, maybe that's it. So really hard.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for watching this and comment. That's why we do this, because of you guys, of course. So could I just go to the next thing about like products that last?
We have a question from...
One more question. Okay.
Oh, not a question, a comment from Henrik that your audio is doubled.
Is it double again? No. I thought we solved this.
Let's try to...
Okay, let's see now. We unconnected and connected back the USB-C cable. Is it better now? It wasn't doubled in the beginning, right? This is so strange. What's happening?
Yeah, fixed.
Fixed.
It's the good unplugging and... but this question from Simon is quite nice. We can go through your equipment soon, Anders.
Yeah.
But then let's... how do you handle having your clients in your YouTube videos? Do they mostly think it's okay, or do they sometimes think it's a bit weird? So far, it's been quite okay.
Yeah,
people are quite open to it. It gives them extra exposure as well. So we usually have an extra person to be filming this. Like we have our apprentice or one of us that's not on the shoot can join. And a lot of times we don't shoot a lot of stuff on each, just getting a few shots. So
and very often when we ask, can we include this in the vlog, they're just excited about it. So
okay, Anders, you wanted to show the people some equipment that you like and that has been lasting for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking about even making a video about it. It's like, what kind of equipment have we been using over time a lot, and that still works? Because I think if you guys want to buy something secondhand, it's good to know what's been good for a long time. So I brought some stuff here for equipment people. This might be fun. I don't know if you think it's fun, Martin. No?
Mediocre fun.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it quickly then.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, first of all, the one and only, the first one, the Sigma 1835. Do you guys remember the GH4? If you have seen the video, the ultimate combination, GH4, speed booster, Sigma 1835. We still use the Sigma 1835, and we have two of them. We're using now also one on the C300, right? Yeah. So the C300 has this lens, and we also used another camera here, but I had to swap to show you guys it. So this is the first one. I just want to say how much, like, what do you call it? Like, you buy something and you use it for so much that you kind of get back what you paid for it, in a way.
Yeah, and this is so cheap that it's or relatively affordable.
Yeah, I think you will find it secondhand because so many bought it when we made the GH4 video, maybe. So that was the first one I just want to mention. Another thing we use a lot, I don't know, it's not like wow, but we used a lot the Rode VideoMic Pro. This is the old version because we are like the other team that's outside now filming. They have the Rode VideoMic Pro, the new one. So I had to show you guys the old one. But this has been used so much. If you don't have lavalier microphones and you're shooting behind the scenes, we just put this on the camera and it works very well. And gaining the sound inside the microphone and not gaining inside the camera, that makes the sound better. And this is not sponsored, guys. Just so you know, these live streams are not sponsored. So I'm just showing you guys what I recommend. And then a brand that doesn't get a lot of doesn't get enough attention, which that is so solid, at least what we experienced, and it's iFootage. One thing is it's solid, but another thing is that they have some really neat solutions. Like for instance, the Magic Arm. They have this little thing where you can just pop off this. So you attach this to the light or the camera or whatever you have, and then you can just easily mount it in here. So you don't need to screw it on all the time. You have one on each side, and it's very sturdy and good. So that's one of the iFootage things. And also this.
And this was sponsored, by the way. Like we got this like ages ago.
Yeah,
ages ago.
we got this a long time ago, but we still use it a lot. And then this C-Star. So if you want to like a quick release of, like I don't know, if you have a camera and you want to move the camera from different tripods or from I don't know, from one place to another, this is like a.
You're the only one that's using this. I've never seen anyone else use this.
I think Kim is using it as well. I think Kim is using it. So, and also a shout out to the mini crane, iFootage mini crane. I think it's like, I don't know, 11 or 12 years ago, they sponsored a video using the mini crane. And we just used it some weeks ago on the L'Oreal shoot.
Yeah.
It's so fun to just see that it's still working. And but I think it's like a maximum weight limit you can have on the mini crane. I think we exceeded that a lot of times.
And that's something that's a bit difficult when we work with sponsors, and we have to work with sponsors in order to kind of make this YouTube thing worthwhile. And we are trying to work with only good sponsors that we know have good products, but it's impossible to do this long-term testing of the products before we make the videos, because we get the products maybe 1-2 months in advance. It's just like, of course, if it breaks within that time, or if it shows like really, we can see that it's not gonna last, and we wouldn't recommend it. But
yeah. But then we had a question from the previous question about which sponsored equipment did we get, which maybe worked fine when we made the video, but then after that we never used, or it broke or something like that. It's a little bit hard to remember sometimes, because if you don't use it, you forget about it. But I know, for instance, we had there were some lamps with batteries, like built-in batteries you can attach to them, and those batteries died after some months. I think they updated. It was a Xeon, the Molus 100.
Yeah, a lot of people complain about that. Yeah. And it broke for us after we made the video as well. But then they fixed it and sent new ones.
Yeah, and they worked. But like during the time we tested the lamps, then they worked. So that's a little bit hard, because you don't know it's going to break after some months. Of course, we could have updated this, maybe like told everyone in the next video or something. Well, if we had a vlog, that would be easier probably.
I think generally that we also learn a lot with time, that something that was really good, something we thought was really good, and then it turned out to not be it, then of course we wouldn't promote it again. So we kind of know a little bit more now which products are good and what brands are good. So we learn a lot over time. But it's a really tricky situation to be in, because you only want to obviously recommend good stuff to your audience.
Yeah.
And we are very picky with who we work with. We get spammed. Our inboxes are spammed like with stuff.
So much AI stuff now.
AI stuff. There are cheap Chinese products. So much.
Yeah. Let's. I would just be curious, if anyone in the comments or watching now do have the GH4 with the speed booster and Sigma 1835, let us know. Write in the comments, because then I'm going to give you a digital high five.
Yeah.
And actually, you recommended me the GH4 at that time.
Yeah, I should have credit for your YouTube career. I made your
No.
YouTube career. I bought the GH4 before Anders with the speed booster. I had a different lens on it. I had a Rokinon Samyang primes, like 35mm primes. They were, that was really cool at the time.
Yeah. But now you're part of the channel, so you get it back.
Jon is asking, what's your favorite low light?
Oh yeah, I forgot about something.
Low light,
Sorry.
budget lights, low budget lights with decent power.
No, I think like of course, if you have lights that have been out there for many years, you will probably being able to get them secondhand or quite cheap. That's why I wanted to show this, because these things we have had for a long time. So I forgot about this. These are some old Godox tubes. These are the lights we're using the most on shoots. Built-in battery. They still work with the batteries, and they are RGB lights, and they are called. What are they called again? Do you remember, Morten? TL60. Godox TL60. Search for that secondhand. They are sturdy. I know we have dropped them on the floor a couple of times.
Yeah, and Godox was a brand we worked for the first time 20.
Yeah.
And back then they were a cheapish brand, and their lights weren't the best quality. This one was really good. We had some other lights which we had more problems with, but now we're working with them again, and their lights are absolutely insane. They are, I think they're better than the best aperture lights in terms of like build quality. It's very similar.
Yeah.
But they also have cheaper lights. We are using their more expensive line now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Godox is good. Nanlite is good. And Amaran is also good.
Yeah. I think we have, you're going to see in the Ice Cube project a lot of lighting. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Broken Studio TV. Broken Studio. I hope you're not broke. Okay. Yeah, and I can just mention, like, there's a lot of times where you bring lights on set and they are just too strong. Like, you don't need the strongest lights very often. And even on the Ice Cube project, you will see we thought we needed a quite strong lamp to create the moonlight.
Yeah.
I think it was on 2% or something.
Yeah, especially when you shoot at night and just want a little bit of light. You can put it really far away and use a really small light.
Yeah.
DMPPID asks, what's the cheapest piece of filmmaking gear that you bought that turned out to be incredibly useful? We're lucky enough, I would say, that we don't have to buy a lot of gear. But I think the things we use every day are like things like cages and like these magic arms, and that's just a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, and it's a cliche, but you know, the straps and stuff, the rubber bands. I don't know what do you call them again. The rubber band. The black ones.
Bongo ties.
Bongo ties, you know, those sorts of things. So it's hard to say straight out of my mind what that could be, but I had to think about that.
Yeah.
If any of you have any answers to this question, you can also comment in this comment section.
Broken Studio TV are asking what we're using for the live overlay graphics, and that's just we're using OBS. I'm controlling everything here, the switching and everything, and then we are using just a Chrome extension for the showing the comments, and then I'm playing backing everything in OBS.
Ron Connie, hello. Ron Connie, ask a question.
This one?
Yeah. What about the series of video using smartphones target to students that can't get fancy cameras and lens? I was thinking about maybe not focusing on how to use a smartphone to film, but how much, if you're doing a great work with what's happening in front of the camera, you can use any type of camera. So it could be fun to create some videos about directing, and some videos about creating an interesting shot, and then using a smartphone to do that, just to prove that it's not the camera. It's what's happening in front of the camera.
We made one video about smartphone that was 3 years ago,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
where I shot some stuff in India. You shot some stuff here
That's
in
true.
the studio.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't so much of a tutorial, I would say, but it was, yeah, the phones, the new iPhones and stuff are much better than what they were back then. Now we can shoot in log and everything.
Yeah.
But I think generally it's just the same principles as everywhere else. As if you have a good camera or an iPhone or an Android, it's just the same.
Yeah. Morten, time flies. It's like 13 minutes left.
Yeah.
Shall we go to the last part of the live stream?
Yeah, as we had some questions here, which there's a loads of questions. I love it. We can't take everything, and I'm not going to be able to find back to the ones you said. But there was a bit of a question about how we balance making this vlog and the YouTube thing, in relation to our clients' work, and how we are dealing with that and not compromising the client work because we consistently want to push out YouTube videos. So how do you think we try to deal with that?
First of all, we were lucky to have Fotland here as an apprentice. He's doing a lot of the shots for our vlogs. So, and that's what's good about that, is that also he can learn a lot about cinematography and how he can use the camera to tell stories, because he's observing us and he needs to find angles that can tell something. So it's a very good way to learn cinematography, and also be quick with the camera, because sometimes we can't wait. Let's go.
Yeah, the whole point of this series is to capture everything as it happens. It's very little. We try to not stage anything. It's like maybe sometimes we're like, okay, wait a second until the cameras, and then we do it. But we try not to recreate anything.
Yeah. And now we're talking about Making a Film Company Season 5, the new that started this year, where we capture everything, or not everything, but as much as we can during a month to show you guys what's really happening in our company. And because there's so many things you have to go through. So yeah, but I think there was also a question about if we do it more to promote ourselves than as a passion project. I remember when you mentioned the idea of creating this vlog where we just film everything and do it on a tripod, just observing. I really liked the idea. That was the first thing. Because we are in a situation which is a bit unique, like having this production company and working the way we do and having a YouTube channel is a bit unique. I think you have to use, how to say it, take advantage of that and just use what you have. And I think the YouTube, sharing your story on YouTube, I think that's it feels really good, and knowing that people want to watch this and maybe get inspired. So it's a good feeling. I like the idea. I like that we do it in a new style to just see, to involve. But of course, there's no how would you call it?
No hiding.
No hiding that it is helping us promoting. Of course, I have no clue who's watching this. I think I know, so we don't know that potential sponsors or clients are watching this, but.
Yeah, like No Future in YouTube is asking, if the vlog has contributed to any paid work or clients have seen it. Now this is very fresh, the vlogs. It's just been 1 month since the first one came out. But we have seen right before people who have seen our YouTube videos and as such wanting us to do work.
And it's funny because we started, like the channel started so many years ago. And I think like 2016 was the peak, like when it comes to views. It was a lot of views every month. Not that it's worse videos now, but it was something about 2016. And now those people who watched that and maybe were young filmmakers who wanted to start filmmaking, they are now old enough to give us jobs. So they're like, I watched you when I was young. And now they're coming. So it's a long-term investment as well. And I think it's when you get old, you're at the hospital, you're about to die, knowing that, I don't know, your story is being shared or is still online for people to watch. And as long as you know what you're doing feels right and feels good, I think it's just good to have it out there.
Yeah.
We can sit on the, what do you call it, gamlehjem in English?
Nursing home?
Nursing
I
home,
think,
and
something like
watch all YouTube videos and bring
Yeah.
back memories.
But it is more complex to make the vlog now, because a little bit of a spoiler alert, but March is hectic. Really hectic. And April is gonna be hectic. So it's gonna be really fun in the vlog, but it's hard to have enough time to.
Yeah.
We really need to stay focused in order to capture everything. But I think we're managing it as well as we can, and it's gonna be loads of cool projects. There are some. Rollo is asking, "What's your favorite projects you made?" And I think some of the favorite projects are going to be the ones we are doing right now.
Yeah, and the Ice Cube one, you will see soon.
And Daniel's just saying here how much he enjoyed the monthly videos and inspires that. And that's maybe the most important thing. We want to show the real story of how it is to run a production company, and that's why we made this. That's first on the list on why we made this, because we wanted to show the real story behind it and not just make these YouTube videos that comes out every now and then and which doesn't show the whole story.
Yeah, and I think it's more important than ever that we connect and that we have a community. This live stream, you guys comment on the vlogs. We'll try to answer your questions. And also we have a community page on the Annex YouTube channel. So if you can go in, you can actually post your own stuff on our wall on the Annex YouTube. And I don't think anyone has done it yet. So go into the Annex YouTube page to the community section and post something. Because I think it's nice to help each other out. And I see it on the Annex film workshops we have every year. People meet and they stay connected afterwards. So, yeah.
And Simon is asking where we came up with the name Views. And I think it's a great name. Thank you.
Watch the Making a Film Company.
Yeah, watch Making a Film Company season 1, episode 1.
Yeah,
and you see a horrible reenaction, what do you call it?
Yeah. There's a playlist on our YouTube channel, Making a Film Company. And then you will see it. But also, I'm just curious about, you can comment, guys, if you, like, I'm curious about why, or what do you like about the vlog? Like, please comment below, because, yeah, it could be nice to get some feedback as well on the ones coming, like what you like the most. And yes.
If you have any topics you want us to talk about in these live streams, it would be great to, just send us an email or something. We will usually talk a bit about what's happened that month and the topics for that vlog, and then we have some open topics that's just things that interest us. And we'll probably talk more about camera equipment, new camera equipment coming out and stuff like that as well.
And if you guys want to have some videos about directing, that's also I've been thinking about. It could be fun to do some videos about that. Especially now with all the AI, where you can direct your computer in a way. How do you direct talents, real people? Because that's the reason why I went from, I thought I would do cinematography, changing to I want to do directing instead, was how it was to communicate with actors and how it together could tell a story. So, yeah. Did you guys see a guy walking behind here earlier?
Sorry?
Was there a guy walking behind us earlier today?
No, I don't think so.
I just came to my mind now. I think I saw someone behind us. Directing, yes, please. Yeah.
Should we say that's it for today? We've been going on for almost an hour, man.
Yeah, but we have 5 more minutes.
So 5 more minutes.
Let's answer
Okay.
the Thomas. Jarand says Thomas. Why do you say Thomas? Yes.
Jon wants directing stuff.
Directing. Okay, check. I'll write it down. That's gonna be a fun video. Do you, John? Do you want to like a POV from the director? It could be fun. Like you see the hands of the director and hear the voice, like almost you are the director in a way. Could that be fun? Or do you want to have like a more observing, directing video? I really like the POV style, like the hands. Maybe you can feel how it is to be an actor being directed. I think I've done something similar before on exactly this, but yeah.
You made one that was pretty good, which that was about how different angles. It was
Yeah.
kind of directing,
They also
but it was about angles and how they influence the story.
no, but we also made one about standing in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And then you could witness 3 different scenarios on how it is to be in front of the camera when you have a director who's not good.
Yeah.
That's on the channel. I can't remember the name, but and Morten, you brought something. There was a couple of comments from the vlog. We forgot about that. There was a couple of comments from the vlog.
Yeah.
Should we just show that quickly before we end?
Yeah, there was one. Yeah. First of all, I would say like on the first episode of this series was great seeing all the nice comments and
Yeah.
that so many people liked what we're doing, and that was really encouraging, and that keeps us pushing even now that it's really hectic to continue making this series and doing these live streams.
Yeah.
And also now that the second video just came out yesterday, but still some nice comments on that, and some people who's really excited for the ice cube.
Yeah, there's a link in this live stream to the previous episode, or no, to this episode, episode 2. There's a link in the description. And there was one more comment about, was it having the apprentice watch over the monitors and direct is genius. Also means he's a fast learner and is trusted. Yes.
Yeah.
That went well.
Yeah.
If you have seen the episode.
It's important to kind of push people out of their comfort zone, I would say.
Yeah.
And that's the only way they are going to learn. If you have an apprentice who is not doing any work and just standing watching, they're not going to learn anything. So, and that's for anyone who wants to learn filmmaking. You have to actually go do it. You can't just watch it.
Yeah. Great. And then I just want to end with a quick tech tip. In the first live stream we had, there was a little bit of delay. We fixed it by unplug and plug in the USB-C. Second technical problem we had was on the previous episode on the vlog. Some of the music was a bit, it sounded like it was on a mono track. It wasn't. All the music was in stereo track. But there was something weird about some of the music. And we realized today, if you're using, for instance, Epidemic Sound and you don't know the song, sometimes you have to have 2 stereo tracks and split the song into left and right channel and put it in each stereo track or something like that. You know, Maria told me. So if you ever are using music from Epidemic Sound, for instance, use it in a stereo track. If it still sounds strange, make 2 stereo tracks and split the song into 2. I don't know why this happened, but some technology. It's just...
I did not know that.
Great. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
Comments.
Good live this month, people, I think. So we will next month. We have this cool project next month. We have some comments here just about LUTs and stuff. No, we don't make that because we don't use our own LUTs.
Yeah,
we use other softwares, and we don't really. Our LUTs are built on others' work, so we can't resell that, unfortunately. But next month we have this coolest project in April, so the live will be a little bit later that month.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm expecting middle of April we will be back.
Yeah.
But the vlog should still be out around a week into the month, a little bit later. There's Easter break here in Europe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So stay tuned. there will be more vlogs coming every month. So share, comment, and subscribe. And as we say in Norway, ha det bra.
Ha det bra. Thanks
Ha det
for
bra.
watching.